Good morning, I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry, and today we are going to be making sugar-free pickles. And I showed y'all on a video last year how I did my pickles with the sugar in them. Well, this year, and I talked all year about my stevia pickles, so today I'm going to show you how I make my stevia pickles. And I just cut my cucumbers in slices late yesterday, like this, just in little rounds. And I have let them soak in lime water overnight. You put 1 cup of lime in your water, like probably a gallon and a half of water, and you let it soak overnight, and that makes your pickles really crisp. So I'm fixing to wash my pickles. Now I can put this down my sink because my sink drain doesn't go in my septic tank. It goes way out in the woods. And so you have to wash these really well and get all the lime off of them. And I've got my jars sterilizing in a boiler back here on the stove. I washed them really good in hot soapy water, and I've got them sterilizing. So I rinsed my bowl out, and what I'm going to do is wash my cucumbers off really well. They're white when you cut them, but it makes them a really pretty lime green color. So, and I've got my lids. I'm going to sterilize them. So I'm going to finish washing these, and then when I start to put them in my boiler, then I'll come back. Okay, I've got my cucumbers washed, got all the lime washed off of them really well. And in this pot, I've got water, and I'm sterilizing my jars. You could sterilize them in the dishwasher. You can do it like this. Some people put them in the oven on like 225 and sterilize them, but this is just the way Mama did it. That's the way I do it. I've always done it this way. And y'all know my little pan here. It was my granny's, it was my mama's, and now it's mine. And this is what Mama always and Granny always did their canning and their freezing in, like their peas and butter beans. So I'm going to turn this on high. And I'm going to start with 3 cups of vinegar. Okay. That's 3 cups. And I use the white vinegar, and it has to be at least 5% acidity. And you can't see it, but it's written right there. Little old bitty writing. I'm going to do 3 cups of water. This is a 4-cup measure, so that's 4. Oh, well, I put a cup too much of water, but that's okay because I think I'm going to have to put another cup of vinegar from the way it looks. So that's 4 cups of vinegar, 4 cups of water. And you can adjust your recipe as you go along, because I know I've got enough cucumbers that it will take this. So, but the recipe is 7 pounds of cucumbers, 6 cups of vinegar, 6 cups of stevia, 3 cups of water, 3 cups of vinegar. So, all right. Now I'm going to put my stevia, and I'm going to put 6 cups. And this is the stevia that I use, that kind of stevia. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And since I added the extra, I'm going to put 7 cups. Since I added the extra vinegar and water. Okay. And I'll stir this up. I will let this get really hot, melt all this stevia, and then I will put my cucumbers in it. And I'll get my pickling spices out. I forgot to get them out. So, okay. This is my pickling spice that I used, and this is McCormick's Culinary. I ordered it from Amazon last year, and I've got 2 tablespoons in here. We like ours a little bit more, with a little bit more spice in it than some people do. I think the recipe really calls for like a tablespoon, but I put it in a little pouch like this. This is cheesecloth, and I just take a little twist tie and just twist it. So I got a little pouch. I put it down in uh my liquid here, my water, vinegar, and stevia. And now I'm fixing to just put my cucumbers in. I want a taste of this and make sure it's sweet enough before I do all this. Woo! Don't breathe in that vinegar because it is strong. Woo! That's good. But I'm going to put another cup of stevia in it. I don't think I had quite as much stevia as I did the water and vinegar, and it needed a little bit more. Okay. All right, I'm going to finish putting my cucumbers in here. My jars are beginning to, they're coming up to a boil, and I'm going to let them boil about 5 minutes to sterilize them. And I've got my lids in a little pot here. I'm going to heat them. But these cucumbers are going to have to cook like 30 minutes, sometimes 45. So I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm going to put my cucumbers in here and let them cook. And then when we come back, my jars will be sterilized, and I'm going to show you how I put them in my jars, and I'm going to water bath them for like 10 minutes. So I'm going to finish this and we'll be back. I thought I had turned my iPad off, but I hadn't. So I'm putting my cucumbers in my jars, and I'm going to fill each quart jar, and then I'm going to put my syrup over them, and I'm going to put them in my put my lids and my rings on. I'm going to debubble. I'm going to check and make sure none of the jar lids, the rim of the jar has any cracks on it. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to do another video later and show, and on that one I'll show you. But as you can see, I'm putting my my syrup over my pickles now. So, and then I'm going to put them in my boiling water and hot bath them for 10 minutes. Okay, they've been in 10 minutes, and I'm about to take them out of the water. Now be careful when you're doing this because they are hot. Okay. And as you can see, I had a little bit of my syrup left over with just a few pickles in it and all my spices. So I just put this in a container, put it in the refrigerator, and next time I start to make pickles, I'll use this. Okay. Now this one is, I think, probably 3 pints. It's like a marinara sauce or spaghetti sauce jar, but it reseals. And so that's, we'll say 3 quarts, and A pint and a half. So thank you, honey.
You said 3 pints.
I said 3 pints?
Just a minute ago.
3/4. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had 3 quarts and a pint and a half. We'll say it that way. And then I had my leftover syrup here. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope this helps some of y'all out there. And if you are diabetic or you need to watch your sugar intake, make this recipe. It's really, really good. And I'll have the recipe down in the description box. I grind these and I make a pickle relish out of them to use in my salads, my potato salad, egg salad, whatever salad. And we eat them deviled eggs. We eat them with vegetables just straight out of the jar. So thank y'all for joining me this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Roy said slaw. Thank y'all for joining me this morning. And share this video. Subscribe, hit that little notification bell. Remember, food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Put deliciousness back in healthy food. And this is healthy. See y'all next time.